Hi there. Today I'm going to be changing the transaxle fluid on my BMW i3. It's a 2015 i3 Rex, and this is all information that I've learned on various forums, including this one. And so I wanted to post this out there so that those of you who want to undertake this very simple process with i3 Rex will be able to do so. So here's my Rex chalked up, and I've got it onto it's about 11-inch ramp. Got here my full synthetic hypoid gear oil. Well, my understanding is the liquid moly is one of the better ones to use. It's a 75W90, and we'll be using 500 milliliters of this puppy. I also have a syringe. It's a fairly large syringe. Here's my 500, so that's about how much we'll be using. Maybe a little bit more, since we have to fill this tube up as well. So I'm going to measure how much this tube needs to fill and then add that a little bit of extra. This was purchased on Amazon for about $50. It's a Defill magnetic drain plug specifically for the engine oil, but from my understanding you could use it also for the differential fluid that we're looking to change. So this piece will replace the existing plug that's in there with this washer. It does have a magnetic head, so it'll collect the shavings, if there are any shavings. And then, here you can see it here. So this piece will go into the drain plug. Got the magnetic head there. This unscrews, and this fill plug with a washer screws into it here. And then this tube will connect to the end of this very large syringe. And then once I'm done pumping the fluid in, I will pull this out and then replace it with this new cap. And it's got its own little hex wrench. There we go. Okay, it also comes with some additional washers and so forth. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to need my torque wrench, as well as an 8mm and 10mm hex. Now that I have the cover off and it's sort of just swiveled down, hanging down, I have to remove the drain with a hex, and let me take that off and start draining, and then I'll get back to you. Well, she's draining out. Look at that. Not sure if you could see it. The shavings that are metal shavings that are sticking out of that magnetic drain plug. Here we have our new plug, and we install the crush washer on top of it. Something's still dripping. Still dripping a little bit. Okay. Let's stop the drips. Clean that up. And let's get this new plug in there. Nice fit. Love it. Okay. And let me tighten this up and I'll be right back to you. Oh, and when we tighten it, we're going to use 35 Newton meters. Here's the old fluid. Looks pretty dark and grimy. Well, this liquid moly has a little tube that you pull out, and then you keep pulling and lock it in place so that you can properly squeeze out the fluid and not drip any. I've attached this little nipple to the top of the syringe, and I'm going to stick it in here, and then I'm going to pull back on the syringe after I turn the fluid over and measure out. I'm going to measure out 500 or maybe 600 milliliters, and then because there's going to be extra that's going to go in the tube that won't actually get into the transmission. So I'm going to pull out a little bit of extra, and then I'll measure it as I'm squeezing how much is actually going into the tube, and then I'll leave that much extra in the syringe while I'm filling. So I have 600 measured into this tube, even though I only need 500, half a liter, because this tube is going to fill up this tube. So I'm going to put this tube on here, and we'll connect this end to our new installation under the car. Oops, I forgot something. Crap. I'll be back.